to make history in North Tongu constituency. I am happy to be here. You know my wife Samira comes from North Tongu. My relatives and my in-laws, Salamu Alaikum. And so on, we will buy from the Volta textile factory to create the jobs for our people here. We are going to help the farmers. I want to focus on agriculture. Our farmers need help, they need irrigation, they need equipment, they need tractors, they need combine harvesters, they need planters. I am going to set up a district mechanization center in every district in Ghana. Our farmers will have the equipment to farm. We are going to bring down the cost of electricity for all households and businesses in Ghana. Today, we import oil and gas to generate electricity. But I am going to move Ghana away from oil and gas to solar power to generate electricity. We will bring down the cost of power by 50% in Ghana because we are going to invest in solar power. We are going to make sure that all the youth have training in digital skills. I'm going to train 1 million youth in digital skills and 5,000 youth from North Tongu will have training in digital skills. And when you have training in digital skills, even if you are a school dropout, we can train you. And you can sit here in Japan and be working in America, in Canada, in the UK, in Australia, in Japan, right here in Japan. We are going to make passport application very easy for everybody. Today, when you're looking for a passport, you have to fill the form, add your birth certificate and other documents. But when I look at the form, all the information required is on your Ghana card. So from next year, inshallah, if you want a passport, if you have a Ghana card, you don't fill a form anymore. Once you have a Ghana card, we will print your passport for you. Very simply, and that is very easy for everybody. The same thing with driver's license. Currently, is valid for 6 years. But every 2 years, you have to go and renew your driver's license. I'm changing it. The driver's license will now be valid for 10 years. And every 5 years, you can go and renew your driver's license. Every 5 years. All persons with disabilities under my government will go for tertiary education for free. All persons with disabilities. We are going to bring a new Ghana. In the advanced countries, they have something called a credit system that makes life easier for them. In those countries, if you want to buy something, if you don't have the money, you can go and put a small deposit and then pay small. After 3 years, 5 years, you are finished paying. That credit system that exists in the advanced countries, I'm bringing it to Ghana. I'm bringing the credit system to Ghana. So Ghana is going to start credit scoring. We have the Ghana card, we have the digital address, and we have mobile money interoperability. So next month, inshallah, Ghana, we are going to launch the credit scoring system for Ghana, and we will soon be like the advanced countries and buy things and pay small. Ghana will be the second country in the whole of Africa. It's only one country now, that's South Africa, that does the credit scoring. Ghana will be the second country, and we will change everybody's well-being with the credit system and the credit scoring system. If you vote for John Mahama, he can only be president for 4 years. If you vote for Dr. Bawumia, by the first week of November, we will be demonstrating these solar-powered, electric-powered outboard motors across the fishing communities, across the country, so that we can move. So if we move to these outboard motors which are not powered by solar, we will save a lot of money in the first place. Fishermen don't need to buy premix fuel to power their boats. We'll save a lot of money, and then also government will also save a lot of foreign exchange that we use to import the food. And so we are also going to help the fisher folks by giving them credit facilities to buy these outboard motors so that they can pay bit by bit and over time. So it's going to be a major policy. Another major policy that I want to introduce into Ghana is a policy that deals with chieftaincy. It's a policy that I have worked on with my good friend Kofi Jabesi, who chaired my manifesto committee to deal with this issue. I want Ghana to bring the chiefs more into governance. Since independence, we have kept our chiefs away from the governance of this country. And it has been a mistake. So I want to amend Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to give more powers to the chiefs to help us to govern this country. There are so many cases that we can do in our palaces. So many cases can be resolved in our palaces, but we take them to court and clog the court system. So I want to amend Section 63 to give the chiefs some more powers to help us in the governance of this country. The other thing that I want to do, because if the chiefs are to help us, we also have to help the chiefs. So in terms of resources to the palaces, currently we pay only paramount chiefs, but they are not living allowances. They are too small. So I am bringing in a new policy to pay living allowances, not only to the paramount chiefs, but to the queen mothers and the divisional chiefs as well, so that we can bring up the chieftaincy institution. I also want to help the churches and the Islamic institutions. The churches and the Islamic institutions help this nation so much. The schools that they build, the hospitals that they build, if we take them out of Ghana, those schools and hospitals, then Ghana will collapse. The churches do so much, the Islamic institutions do so much, but we don't help them. All that they do is through donations. Fi sabilillah. That's how they build their schools and build their hospitals. But if, for example, our so-called development partners are coming to build a hospital or a school, we say to them, you are development partners. So if you are bringing in equipment for a hospital or a school, you don't pay duty. But if a church is bringing in, or an Islamic institution is bringing in equipment for a hospital, we will say, go and pay duty. So I'm going to change the classification. All the churches and Islamic institutions, we are going to classify them as development partners of government. And when we classify them, they will also be entitled to those incentives that we are giving our external development partners, and they will also not pay those. When we do that, I can promise you, we are going to get a lot of support through the churches and through the Islamic institutions to do a lot of development. But a lot of support does not come in
because of duty payments and all of this. But we are changing that. We are going to give you a new classification for our relationship. And a lot of the churches and Islamic institutions can help us enforce discipline in our schools. Discipline in our schools. We have to work closer together, and that is what I want us to do, to bring the chiefs in and to bring the churches and Islamic institutions in, so that we all work together for the sake of Mother God. We have also heard of a lot of talk in Ghana about LGBTQ+, isn't it? We have heard a lot of talk about LGBTQ+, where men are supposed to be able to marry men and women are supposed to be able to marry women. That practice under my presidency will never be tolerated in Ghana. Will never be tolerated in Ghana. We will not allow it. The Bible does not allow it. The Quran doesn't allow it. Our traditions don't allow it. Our culture doesn't allow it. Our values don't allow it. We will not allow it, no matter the cost. We will stand firm and defend our society. There's also a major policy that I am bringing by the grace of God for the benefit of all Ghanaians. We have done a lot of work on it. If you look at the advanced countries, you look at UK, you look at America, you look at Germany, there is one institution or policy that exists in the advanced countries that makes life easier to live. There is one system that makes life easier in the advanced countries, and that is called a credit system. A credit system. That is what makes life easier in the advanced countries. Everybody in the advanced countries has what you know as a credit score. A credit score. And that also allows you to be, if you want to buy something, you want to buy a TV, you want to buy a fridge, you want to buy a car, you don't have the cash. But in the advanced countries, you can go and put a small deposit on the TV or the car or the tractor, and you pay small, small, small. 3 years, 5 years, you are finished paying. That is the credit system. You pay small, small, small. In Ghana and many African countries, whenever you want to buy anything, it's cash. If you don't have the cash, they won't give it to you. So life is harder. You are a teacher, you are a nurse, you are a farmer. How do you get all the cash to go and pay for one thing? So I've been thinking about the credit system in the developed countries, and we made a decision that we are bringing that credit system to Ghana. We are also going to implement the credit scoring system in Ghana. There are three things that exist in the advanced countries. Three things that make the credit system work. Number one, everybody has an identity card or number. Everybody. If you are going to give somebody credit, you must know who they are. Otherwise, if you give it to them, they will run away if you cannot find them. So everybody has an identity card. Number one. Number two, everybody has an address. For the credit system to work, everybody must have an address. If I give you the TV and you are not paying, I can come to your house and pick it up. Number three, everybody must have a bank account or an instrument that allows you to pay for the credit. These three things exist in the developed countries, and that's why they have the credit system. In Ghana, we also started some years ago, since we came into office, to put this system in place. We have now issued the Ghana card. So everybody has a Ghana card with an identity, a unique identity. So we have passed that matter. We've ticked that box. Everybody has a unique identity. Number two, everybody has an address because we have deployed the digital address system in Ghana. Every house has a digital address. Every house in any village, even when I go to Milady, every house has a digital address. Isn't it? Yes, every house has it. Everywhere in Ghana, we implemented the digital address system. By the way, Ghana is only the second country in the whole world with a digital address system. The whole world. Number three, everybody in Ghana today, because of mobile money interoperability, if you have a Momo account, it works just like a bank account. You can move money from your Momo account to your bank account, and bank account to your Momo account. And so the issue of bank account, we have also solved it. So these three things, identity, address, and bank account, we have also put it in place in Ghana. So over the last 2 years, we have been working to turn all of this into a system that allows Ghana to do credit scoring for each individual in Ghana. Every individual will have a credit score. I thought that we will finish this work next year, but by the grace of God, we have finished the work right now. We have finished the work. The whole of Africa, only one country has a credit scoring system, and that is South Africa. Next month, I'm going to launch Ghana's credit scoring system. Will be the second country in Africa with a credit scoring system. So anybody who has a Ghana card will have a credit score, and that will allow you to be able to buy things and pay small, and bring down the pressure on living in this country. We will be the second country in Africa, but this system is really a game changer for our country and for our economy. The other things that I want to bring, I want to make it easy for everybody to apply for a passport. I want to make it very easy. Why will it be easy? When you look at the passport application form, all the information that is required for passport application, all the information is on your Ghana card, isn't it? All the information that passport office requires to get you a passport is on the Ghana card. So from next year,